here we go.
Cut the fix up with some Xbox babies, put the switch up. See me gearing up for war, don't get it mixed up. I come in peace, kid. I'm bringing commentary and the new releases. I put them hours in to get prepared now. We play on expert level, don't be scared now. I'ma destroy you when I'm forza, I can tear it down. If you ain't tuned into the channel, keep your head down. Cut the fix up with some Xbox babies, put the switch up. See me gearing up for war, don't get it mixed up. I come in peace, kid. I'm bringing commentary and the new releases. I put them hours in to get prepared now. We play on expert level, don't be scared now. I'ma destroy you when I'm forza, I can tear it down. If you ain't tuned into the channel, keep your head down.
I've been good. Have I moved past it? No. Am I doing other things also at the same time? Yeah. I've been playing some I wanted to see how some of the games that I'm familiar with actually play through the Xbox PC app. So I on sale bought Civilization 6, which I have like hundreds of hours in on Steam. And I wanted to see how it played, and I figured I'd get some of the achievements. So I was doing that for a bit today. The experience is fine on the Xbox store, but like they really need to up the Xbox integration. Like it has Xbox achievements, but like it doesn't. You don't get that like same feeling when an achievement pops or anything like that. Like half the achievements, I didn't even know they were popping. Like I wasn't getting notifications on my thing. They have a lot of work ahead of them to get the to make it feel like a like the same kind of device. Yeah, to make it feel like an Xbox experience. But other than that, I started playing the remaster of Red Dead Redemption on Xbox. Because I finally was I'm able to claim and get that for free because I had the Xbox 360 copy digital. And I've been watching a lot of shows. I watched like everything Dexter. I watched the full original series again. That was a rewatch. Then I watched the really bad reboot. Then I watched the pretty good second reboot, and then the pretty good prequel show. And right now I've been watching The Blacklist as well. I don't know if you. Then The Blacklist is also a rewatch, but I don't know if you guys have ever watched The Blacklist. James Spader plays a like criminal mastermind in it, and it's like a spy drama. Yeah, Raymond Reddington. Yeah. I'm on like I've rewatched it. The show travesty of an ending, one of the worst endings in television. But the first 8 seasons are fantastic. And then 9 and 10 are awful. Yeah. Yeah. Oh no. All right.
Sure. Zach, am I coming through now? There it is. Okay. Thank you. Zach is always looking out. Appreciate it. I appreciate it. Zach, let me ask, did you hear me do the little small intro? At least I didn't talk that much, at the very least. I wonder. Oh, man, nope. Okay, well, at least, you corrected us before I got too far in. I appreciate it. One of my sins is for forgetting to check uh, um, OBS. They will cut that off and switch your mic every time. And I had an update, a notice for a new download, and I did not check it, and that was my fault. A little impromptu show tonight, so I got to it a little late, so I apologize for that. I'm glad you all at least heard Crusader. We'll get to more to you in a second, Crusader. I also want to welcome in, of course, long time partner in crime here, the illustrious Daniel J. McGee. What's up with you, Danny?
What's up? Not a whole lot.
How have you been, man? What have you been up to?
Pretty good. Played some games over the holiday break. Most notably, because I played Keeper, but that's like whatever. Don't really have anything to say about that one. But did Lost Records Bloom and Rage. That one's really good. Real cute. Super fast. Little.
You finished
maybe
it?
like 8-10 hour game. Yeah, it's really short. So.
Oh, okay.
But it's really good too. I think it's a great little coming of age story. And then I just a couple days ago finished Ghost of Yote. And that game is it sure is a game. It's a real step back from Tsushima, like in almost every single conceivable way. The open world is like pretty, but it's also extremely empty and very boring to walk around in. They made like fighting feel worse in that it's largely the same, except they add like so many new weapons and things, which sounds like it would be a good thing. And if they had stopped at like 2 or 3 new ones, maybe it would have been. But instead, there's like 7 weapons and 4 ranged weapons and 4 quick fire weapons. And it's just like switching between them in the middle of combat is really clunky and awkward. And you have to switch them in the middle of combat because they like it does like a rock paper scissors thing where they're like, okay, using 2 swords is better than a spear, and using a spear is better than like a kusarigama, and the odachi is good against big guys and shit like that. So like you have to be constantly switching, but like the button presses to do so are just really awkward.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of it where it's like, okay, we could have probably thinned this out. Like, did we really need 1 sword and then 2 swords and then big sword? Did we need all 3 of those? Did we need small bow and big bow? Did we need both? Do we need rifle and pistol? Or is this overkill? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
It's just, it's trying to be everything and failing to be much of anything. And then the story itself is just kind of bad. Like, it's not terrible, I guess. It's definitely a step back from Tsushima. But like if you break it down into like act 1, 2, 3, I think there's one really stupid decision in each act. And unfortunately in act 1 and act 2, the stupid decisions are the very beginning and the very end. So it's like, oh great. There's some bits in the middle that are real good, but then you get to this point where they make a decision about a character that you now have to trust, because you're not allowed to make your own decisions in a game like this. And you're like, that's incredibly stupid. And then the way that they tell the story about that character is like, oh, this person's actually a terrible person. And now we're just going along with this. Cool.
Okay. So I'm not missing anything by waiting for it to come to PC. Is what you're telling me.
No, you're really not. I don't know. Like it's good enough. Like it's not a bad game by any means, but if you played Ghost of Tsushima and you liked it, you'll probably still like this one, but you'll be like, this just doesn't have it. Like this doesn't have the sauce that the first one had.
That's kind of what I thought it was gonna be. Just being honest, like I was never in any like rush for that reason. It's because it's like, like I'll get to it eventually. And plus, I felt like Assassin's Creed Shadows was more or less it. Like it had a lot of the same type of story background for it. Her getting revenge for her family or father or whatever. That's what it seems like Yote is to me.
Yeah. They really, over at PlayStation, they made a decision a couple years ago where they're like, all of our games are going to be how bad revenge is, and they just really stuck with that one for a minute now, and it's starting to get a little annoying.
Yeah,
because it's like, I get that revenge is bad. This man did kill a lot of people. And then it's also like it's in a video game thing where it's like, I'm not saying this is how this game ends, but it's the sort of situation where like you forgive a person, like you forgive the big villain, but you killed 400 people to get to that big villain, and it's like, okay, well, what did they do? So why was it okay to kill all them?
Yeah, it's called ludonarrative dissonance.
It's
that's the
dumb bullshit is what it is.
Yeah.
And so it's like, I get that the story that you want to tell,
right? Last of Us 2.
It's very much the same thing as Last of Us 2. That's not what happens at the very end. There are things in the middle that make similar mistakes. But it's just like, man, why are we doing this? Like, I get that you want to tell this story about like, hey, you need to be about more than killing these people. Sure, great, that's awesome, cool. We can do that with our character. But when you're killing like 1,000 other people in the process of deciding that you don't want to kill the one person that you actually want to kill, it's like, what? Well, you're still not a good person. Like,
revenge burns deep, Danny.
Like, you didn't make a good choice here. You just killed a bunch of people who weren't involved.
I feel like I should do the apologetics. I know people will do like, yes, but the case was never about her being in a right. It was about what revenge does to you, and how it will burn down everything around you.
It's a really badly written story. There's good moments. I think a lot of the side story type stuff is interesting, and I like a lot of the characters, because there's that like wolf pack mechanic where you find a bunch of people who help you out. I wish that they were more involved in the actual story of the game. I think that would have helped it a lot. But most of them, you just kind of like, they're like, I'm the one who's going to teach you how to throw kunai, and then they're gone for the rest of the game. And you're like, okay, well, cool.
My job is done. Goodbye.
But those people, like the little side stories with those characters, are usually pretty good, and a lot of the little like side quests are fun. So if this is a game that you're just going to drop into and kind of screw around and do samurai shit, you're probably going to have a good time. But if you are there because you want like a big AAA story, you're not going to have a fun time. Because as soon as you like really think about what you're doing at all, you're like, this makes no sense.
Okay, well,
yeah.
Listen, I waited for it anyway. I had so many other games to get to, so it is what it is.
Yeah, God knows.
Yeah.
Not fighting to find a game to play these days, huh?
Literally not fighting for it. Hell, I'm fighting to figure out which one to get to. Like, that's the crazy part. Like, a ridiculous amount of games to get to still. But yeah, did you all pick up any good pickups for the winter sale or anything like that?
Nah.
No, I mean, I got
a
couple of
games
games
that I haven't played.
I got a couple of games over Christmas. I didn't do it for the winter sale because I'm not stupid enough to buy things on Steam. But I definitely got a couple of games elsewhere.
What's with the Steam?
But we haven't.
What's with the Steam hate?
It's just like 50% of the time that I buy games on Steam, I go to play them and they don't work. And then I have to go into the files and change things to make them work.
Well, it's because you're buying ancient fucking... You're like me and you buy ancient fucking games that like don't want to run on anything.
I mean, we're talking about like Borderlands 1. Like that's not ancient.
Well,
like
Borderlands
that one
1,
didn't work.
your problems actually might be because of NVIDIA. They
Well,
removed a lot of stuff from like the drivers recently.
hey, that's great. You know where that's not a problem? Every fucking other place. Every single other platform.
Well, I guess I haven't tried to play Borderlands on it. Yeah.
Well, can
And
you
then
buy
even, like,
Borderlands 1 on any other PC store?
On
'Cause
PC
it's
stores, I have
broken-
no idea.
It's broken fundamentally on PC because of there's a NVIDIA API that they used for physics on PC, and then NVIDIA ripped the ability to use it out of their newest driver.
Wow,
I would
it sure does
imagine-
sound like hell to play on PC. Or like the Sims thing, and I like that's an old game, but they just put out a new version of it like last year, and it didn't work.
I would imagine
like,
maybe.
what are we doing?
What about on like GOG? Does it work well on that?
On GOG? Probably not. That one's probably an EA issue, to be honest with you. But still, it's like,
No.
okay. It's weird how consistent it is that I'll buy a game on this computer and then it just doesn't work without me having to do hours of work to get it to function.
Listen, I'll say this. I haven't had that bad luck. I'll say that much. I did, there was one game that wasn't working for me that I tried to play. What was the name of that damn game? It's by Sega, and you play as this like this soldier or whatever.
Binary Domain.
Binary Domain.
Binary Domain doesn't work on PCs very well at all.
So it wasn't just me. Okay.
No, anything from like the 360 era and like before is going to be hit or miss whether it plays properly on PC or not, because that was the era of questionable PC versions of games.
Okay.
But isn't like one of the things that people constantly want to say as a benefit of PC gaming is how you have all this backwards compatibility, but then it doesn't fucking work at all. You're like, great.
That was just that era of games was just.
Oh, I can put a disc in and
general.
oh, they don't make computers with disk drives anymore because PC has decided that physical media doesn't matter. But then they haven't created any good backup for just, like keeping shit. Interesting.
Danny's on a roll tonight. I get you.
It's crazy.
We talk about game preservation, and they don't quite have it. To be fair, though,
they talk a lot of good about it, but then they don't do it.
To be fair, though, you could easily emulate those with the rigs we have. So there is still that.
You could, and then you could jump through the 4,000 hoops to get that to work, and hope that the version that you download isn't actually just a crypto mining scam that's going to turn your entire computer into a rig for selling money to China or whatever the fuck it is.
China.
That is if you can even get a graphics card, because now aren't they like fucking 3 times as much money now?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
That's expect
crazy.
Consoles to spike in price.
Oh, it's going to be bad for us all. It's going to be really bad.
Because it's the RAM and the memory that's so like SSDs and RAM are going to spike in price hard.
Speaking of which, speaking of RAM pricing and such, dude. So I saw some people debating this, and they were saying, I don't want to give names, I guess, because it was in the chat, but they were saying that they think the bubble is going to burst on that, and that the price.
It doesn't matter. They've already. If the AI bubble bursts, it doesn't matter. You know why?
Why so?
Because OpenAI and several other companies straight up bought the rights to use DRAM that hasn't been made yet.
Right.
Through 2027, that they will own whether or not the bubble bursts, and you're going to rely on if they do like fold and like have to sell assets, you're going to have to rely on them selling it to someone who's actually going to like properly sell it back to other vendors and things like that. It's not going to solve the problem. RAM and memory are going to be ungodly expensive through 2027 at least. We're just fucked.
Yeah.
We're
really
just
bad.
fucked. Like,
it's gonna be really bad.
And it doesn't matter if you're a console gamer or a
of
PC
like
gamer.
Todd Howard. It just
No,
works.
Yeah. No, you're just
it'll
fucked.
be worse. It will still be worse for PC though, because the console ones will be older and shittier, so they'll be cheaper a little bit on that regard. Whereas the PC stuff that people are going to be wanting to buy are just going to be like cutting edge, and it's going to cost you literally the same amount as your rent, if not more.
Yeah. That's sadly ridiculous. By the way, Sotness said, "Don't worry, Danny." He said you could put spit, glue, and tape on it, and it'll probably come up with some, fun Frankenstein game. So,
You know,
yeah,
here's
listen,
hoping.
life give you lemons. You know what you got to do. You know, buy it or at least emulate it. No.
Yeah, honestly.
Shout out to the chat people, by the way. I see you, some of you folks in here. Bill Chill, what's up, brother? And everybody else that was here. Zach, man, thanks. Always holding us down as you do and correcting on the audio. I would have hated to have been talking all that time and nothing was recorded, and that has happened before. Soil Tech, what's up, my good brother? Yes, it has. As a Noisy FOMO, what's up, brother? G Maybe, what's up? Yeah, he was talking about Yote. And Sotness, what's up?
Yeah.
I'm sure there's someone else lurking. Hello to you as well. And if you feel like it, say hello to us in the chat. Yeah, man, as far as me, Danny, I, however, did like grabbing a ton of games for Steam. And I fortunately have not had
Time to play any of them.
well,
And never will.
no, I'm playing a bunch of them right now. Like well, to be sure.
What's that Steam backlog looking like?
Oh, crazy. What's up,
Yeah,
Maxie? Happy New Year to you, too. Happy New Year to everybody, by the way. This is our first show of the year, officially. But no, like, I do have a crazy amount to get to. I'm not joking. I picked up over 70 games during the sale. Not even just on Steam, or just all across, like, different store fronts and stuff for dirt cheap. Like,
well, this might be a pretty okay year for getting through at least some of the backlog, because it looks like, at least from stuff that I care about, not a ton of things announced for this year. I know we'll get a lot more over the next couple months, but right now it's looking thinner than last year.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we can get into that. Speaking of, because one of the things I did want to speak to you guys about was, I guess, and I did ask before, I sent you guys the messages, like, what were your games, your standout games for last year? And what are you looking forward to this year? And I have a bunch I'm already looking forward to, personally. And I want to get you guys' thoughts in the chat as well. Sotness, happy late New Year to you as well. And, share with you guys what you guys were or most pleased with, I guess, last year. I'm with you, Fuzzy. I think this year is going to be crazy. But Danny is very particular. You got to keep that in mind.
There's just I mean, there's a lot of games coming out, but most of them are just like little tiny baby boy ones. You know what I mean?
You say
you look at the little tiny baby boy games. Like you look at the, especially if you're limited to ones that actually have release dates.
Yeah.
Then you're looking at maybe 10 games.
10, huh? Well,
yeah.
Let me turn my mic up a little bit. Thank you for that. I don't know, man. I got a ton. I have a ton that I'm super excited for.
But do they have release dates? Do they actually? Do we know
do.
for sure they're coming out this
Yeah.
year?
I'm weary of GTA 6. That would be my most anticipated, but I'm not too sure what it. We're hearing conflicting reports that it might not even land this year. And I'm fine with that. I don't want them to rush it.
Did you? I don't really care either way, I guess. If it comes out now, cool. If it comes out later, also cool. But did you hear after the most recent delay, there were all these articles going around about how much that fucker costs now? Are you aware
about GTA?
About GTA 6. If that game comes out when it is currently slated to in 2026, it has a projected cost, budget cost, not including advertisement, of more than it cost to build the Burj Khalifa in Dubai. The Burj Khalifa cost $1.5 billion, and they're now projecting that Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to cost over $2 billion.
Sheesh. That seems ridiculous.
It's not worth it. It's not worth that money. They should have just put it out 5 years ago.
No, that's almost certainly true.
That sounds ridiculous. But I'll say this: even if it is true, they're going to get all of that back and some change. So
I'm starting to hope that they don't. Genuinely.
Why would you want that?
It's the most toxic thing for the universe.
Yeah, there is a level of me that's Rockstar is, they've made some of the most legendary people love them games, but they are also the reason that costs have ballooned because
Hmm.
of the
Yes.
hyper, like how much it costs to go to that level of detail, and for that, like the size of the game that they make. Not to mention that they are one of the poster children of games as a service. It's not even touching that. Like
And
they
crunch and treating
yeah
your employees like shit
yeah like
and sexual
everything about
misconduct.
them is basically the like the pinnacle of why the game industry is having all of its problems right now. You can trace them back to
To Rockstar?
basically you can
Yeah.
trace it back to Rockstar, Naughty Dog, Fortnite, and Minecraft. Like those are the four
The Four Horsemen.
the four horsemen of
The gaming
have
apocalypse.
caused the problems of that the games industry has right now.
Isn't that something? Well, I mean, listen, I can hear that. I hear all of that. I will say, though, even if it did cost that, we all know they're about to make, like, literal like, a mint off GTA 6, right? Like,
Yeah, people love their slop.
Just,
Yeah.
just realistically speaking.
Give me more slop. Honestly, I'm a little concerned about it because, like, up until recently, I worked with a lot of like Gen Z, high school, early college age kids.
Yeah.
And I was asking them when like we started getting the first trailers for Grand Theft Auto. I was like, "Do you care about this?" And they're like, "No, not at all," because the first one came out when they were 2 fucking years old,
Yeah.
or the last one came out when they were 2 fucking years.
Yeah.
Like, is it a game that's even going to reach the younger kids at this point? Do people care about this?
Maybe.
Probably not.
Maybe not. I mean, listen, I think the name itself has enough prestige and carries enough weight that it eventually will reach them. I don't know if they care for those types of games anymore. I mean, it seems like the younger crowd likes to just watch people play games nowadays, to me,
That's true, too.
And no shade to, I'm just saying that seems to be the case a lot. But, yeah, I don't know.
It's going to make a shitload of money. I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think they may be overshoot a $2 billion budget. I think they might be overshooting it because then you have to expect like, okay, so it has to make back all of the money for that and at least a huge chunk of whatever they're expecting from GTA 7.
Mm-hmm.
Which, if this is $2 billion, that's going to be what, 3?
Well, think about it. I mean, even if that's the
How
case,
much money does this hoe have to make?
Well, listen. I mean, think about it though, because they're going to have their microtransactions out of the wazoo with online,
Sure.
right? That online portion that they've had for GTA 5 for all this time, like that has made them billions, literally, with the shark cards and things like that. They are definitely going to get back their budget and then some. So if that is the case, that it was $2 billion, which I'm not so certain and sold on, yeah, that's like they're going to get all of that back and then some. Like this is one of the most, we talk about event or tent pole or zeitgeist moments for gaming. This is one of them, right?
It will be, yeah. But it's just like, at what point does the amount of money that they are expecting to get from this game become unattainable? Like, I guarantee this game's going to come out. It's going to sell to everybody who cares, which won't be enough people. And then they'll do a wave of layoffs, and then it'll continue selling forever, and we'll be like, oh, it made back its money, but there'll have already been 2,000 people who lost their jobs. And then they'll start doing it again for 7. And then when I'm 50 years old and GTA 7 comes out, we'll be like, do you remember when this last one came out?
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Pepperidge Farm remembers. Remember when they killed Red Dead Redemption to just focus on the Grand Theft Auto games that are objectively worse?
Pepperidge Farm does. Member berries. But yeah, Bill Chill, the last GTA you played is my favorite GTA of all time. Vice City. Love that.
Vice City, baby.
Nothing but great 80s music all around. I love the 80s music, by the way, so. Member berries, Bill Chill. Sadness says, imagine if more positive content got as much money as GTA does. Yeah, for sure. I feel like that about everything, though. I feel like when we have positive podcasts or whatever you want to call it. Like I talked about this many times, as you know, Danny. Like I feel like we will get the short shrift, if you will, to borrow K's word, short shrift and like people who are negative as hell and all that. Oh, everybody's pouring into that. You know, it's just the way of the world, unfortunately. Like nobody wants to hear us positive. The hell, if you too positive, you might be written off as what is it? Toxic positivity. In fact.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, but being negative and toxic, you get rewarded for that. It's very
Well, what
odd.
you really have to do is you have to pick one brand to be toxically positive about, and then a different one to be toxically negative about.
We gotta
And
find
then
balance. I
and
see.
as all things should be. Yeah.
We need an equilibrium. That's what you're telling me.
Yeah.
I
You need
got
to just hypothetically, not calling anybody out, put out an episode of the game show version of your podcast where you make one of the questions, what is a a publisher that pisses you off just for the reason that you can bump Xbox to number one? Just not calling anybody out.
That's yeah. I gotta start making it provocative. I see.
Hey, Danny, DM
Yeah.
me as to what that's a reference to, because I
Not
need to.
calling
I need to know.
anybody out.
Oh, okay.
And I never would.
But yeah, but no, I picked up, like I say, about 70 plus. It had to be about, if I really did the math on it, man, I spent a good 300 plus on games this past. You know what? Like, it's my effort, I guess, to kind of rebuild my Xbox library into Steam. Some of it is a ton of new games I hadn't touched. So I had been playing a bunch of games back to back. One of them being Kingdom Come Deliverance, in effort to get to Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. And I will say, like, the world is engrossing. It is a game. It's a RP. What is the word I want to use? It's an RPGer's RPG, right? Like, you have all types of systems upon systems of things you have to do. Though I think you would find it very tedious, Danny, because I remember how you talked about having to do like the minuscule things for Red Dead and such.
Yeah.
Well, you got to do that here too. Like, you got to mix and to make your like potions to, for instance, save your snaps to save the game. You have to either Slow-mo, what's that face for? I see you there in the chat. But you either have to like make your own savior snaps, like literally getting inside of an alchemy like lab and stirring up the right ingredients to make it, or you have to go purchase it from certain vendors and to save your game.
I would be buying all of it.
Yeah, that's what I do. I'm not making that.
That's dumb just in general, making save a game of like a resource. That's incredibly stupid, I think. But I mean, it didn't bother me too much in Red Dead, to be honest. I think that was a perfectly fine way to do it. It's things like that I see in that game where it's like, oh yeah, your sword will just suck ass unless you make the time to go to a blacksmith and resharpen it every couple minutes or whatever. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. That's not the game I want to play. I'm sorry.
No, you're right.
I've got chores.
You actually have to go to a grindstone. That's what you're talking about, and you have to grind off the blood and such, and because it can rust the blade and then make it unsharp. And yeah, although if you keep the blood on it, there is the added bonus that it will give intimidation to enemies if you come across them. But I don't know. I don't
is it? Yeah. Ghost of Yote rather does not a mechanical thing like that, but it does leave you covered in blood. And then because you're going to run into fights everywhere, pretty much every cutscene I ever had in that game, I was just covered in blood and no one mentioned it. And I was like, they're like, why are you all about violence? And I'm dripping in the blood of 4,000 samurai. And I'm like, I'm trying to get better. I'm trying real hard to give up revenge, but I'm drenched head to toe in blood.
Slow-mo says, I can hear the sleep consuming this man. He has roughly 37 minutes before he falls into a narcoleptic coma.
Didn't you just wake up though? Because you got to go to work. You're a night guy.
Yeah, I got up.
Yeah, no, you're fine. You're good. Unless he means me.
Joke's on you, Slow-mo. I am freshly awoken. Yes, I'm great. No, but that said, one thing I absolutely do not like and will not vouch for is the combat in Kingdom Come Deliverance. It is not pleasant, and you have a lot to learn, right? Like, it is a learning curve. Slow-mo, I happen to sound this way because I'm very professional All right. So my voice just happens to sound so, you know, so refined. It's a practice. It's something you have to learn, Slow Mo. You don't quite have it yet. So, you know. What's this? He says, "How come you've often missed shows because you overslept?" This is untrue.
You're gonna have to take that one up with Boom.
This is okay. It's kind of true, but that is different though because I would have just freshly come off of work. So that's a life issue right there. That's not about sleeping in general. That's not like I'm just like, oh, woe is me. It is midday. That's not, Yes. 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 Anywho, moving on from this slanderer here. We had us a nice trial as an aside on the GCP Discord, fellas. And I was taking a trial apparently by Morty. Who was
what? For what?
Yeah, because
I'm sure you deserved it, but what?
Because I hadn't yet played what was it? What's the name of the damn game? Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah, and okay, I have not either.
Yeah, so he had been asking me and begging me for years to play this game, and he brought me up on charges. We had Soil Tech here in the chat.
Come on, charges is crazy.
We had him as our judge. And we had different lawyers and such, the people who have self-appointed themselves as my lawyer, and others who joined in as his lawyers for Morty. And it was hilarious. It was hilarious. And Slow-Mo was in there slandering me with 2-year-old tweets of mine to like try to highlight things and was like mischaracterizing what I had said and things like that. So I was
right. Well, he's a lawyer, so that's the job, I guess.
He was doing dirty. I cannot wait until he's brought up to trial in GCP because I am going to be there slandering him. I promise. I cannot wait. But we had it, man. It was it was a good ass time. I kid you not. But that said, yeah, Kingdom Come Deliverance. I got like 90 hours in that thing, man.
Yeah. Like
literally. The more I play it, the more it's growing on me. But I will tell you, if anyone is interested, for story purposes, I still would tell you to go to 1. But I will admit, I have used Wiimote for the combat because it sucks. I'm sorry. It does. So sometimes normally I don't have it on. But if I'm traveling, sometimes if you do like a fast travel, they'll like, oh, bandits attack you. And then I'll just one-hit them with the Wiimote and keep moving. So I'll just pull out a bow and arrow or something and just shoot them or something. And all right, back on my journey. But otherwise, it's no use of really putting it on. Because once you learn the combat, it's whatever. But it is not good. That is one major negative of it for sure. But I think the story is worth getting into for that as well. And I did not want to jump to 2 without knowing what was going on. And I think the story for 1 directly leads into 2. So that said, yeah, so many other games I could get into, but I don't want to keep delaying. Did we have any specific? Well, we got a bunch of major news that did happen, I guess. Did you have anything you wanted to highlight for the news roundup, Danny?
I mean, I pulled a couple of things, and we can. I don't know how long you're planning on staying tonight, but we can. Are you going to work today or no?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Also, I see Slow-Mo bringing up information. He says, forced you to play Baldur's Gate 3 with Morty, which didn't last long because you all guessed it. Umbra began falling asleep.
The slander.
The game was boring me, and it is not worth playing, at least starting off in co-op.
It's a really slow game, and to be honest, I don't think that you would like it as much as they want you to. Especially now with them like trying to force it on you so much. I think that would especially put you off it.
I think you hit it on the head.
So
I'm
it's
only
just
gonna
like
honor it because he begged me for years. That's it. Yeah, but also too, like I don't like if you're playing co-op with it, right? You will miss out on story beats and stuff and interactions.
It's a worse game in co-op.
Yeah,
100%.
I don't like that. But
maybe on a second playthrough. But
you have to treat it like not like an actual video game and more like you're playing D&D in that regard. Like, and that's how it's designed. Like, that's why you can miss story beats because part of your party is doing something else.
I see.
That's fair.
Like
But
that is
I don't like
strictly
it.
by design to make it feel like what it's supposed to be like.
Right.
Bad.
Well, there's some other complaints I could lob at it, but I'll save that for
Yeah.
another time. But
I understand. You wish that the vampire guy's penis was bigger. I do too. We all do. We all thought that at one point or another.
listen, it's
We
so
all-
funny you mentioned this when that was a
We-
large part of the trial.
We all thought about it. We all thought about it. We
Believe it
were
or
like,
not.
I don't know.
Believe
I feel
it or
like with
not,
how
the LGBTQ or AKA zestiness was a part of the trial discussion.
we all thought about it. We were all like, I don't know. He's spitting a lot of game for a guy with a wiener that size. That's all I'm saying.
I won't
That's
say
all I'm
much
saying.
more. I'm so glad we didn't record that because it was so much nonsensical slander put out by people I did not hire as my lawyer.
Yeah.
Oh man. Anyway, what else? What do we have, Danny? What do we got? What do we got to talk about?
We got a couple of things. So 2 companies got into a lot of trouble for Gen AI over the holiday for variant levels of usage, I guess. Larian got in trouble because they said they were going to use it for Divinity, but now they've said that they're not going to. So I don't know. If you believe Swen, I guess that problem's solved. And the other one is Sandfall Interactive, I guess, got caught out using it for Expedition 33, and they probably didn't use it enough to like actually be an issue realistically based on what we've heard. But what really gets me about it is that every single time that they're asked about it, they roll back how much they used it. So like the first time they're like, yeah, man, like we just had it make the levels for us and then we painted over that. And then they were like, no, it just did like placeholder stuff and then we replaced those, which also we know isn't true because a lot of the AI stuff did make it into the final product apparently. And then they were like, no, we just used it for like concepting. And then they were like, we tried it once and we didn't like it. We did not inhale. We did not have sexual relations with that woman. Like every time that someone
relations with that AI.
Every single time that someone asks them about it, they roll it back another step. And I'm like, well, now I just don't believe you. Now I just don't trust you. Like, get your story straight and then come back to me.
So the idea was that they used the generative AI?
Yeah.
So because the generative AI, though, they used it for what purpose exactly?
I mean, we know they used it for for stuff that made it in the game. They removed like that's not even new news. Like that was news in April of last year.
They used it for like some art assets and level script, or not level scripting, but like level layout and placeholder type shit.
So okay. Now I saw the news about it, and I know they got removed for consideration of some award show.
They got removed. So they had the Game of the Year award stripped from them from the Indie Game of the Year awards, but that wasn't necessarily strictly because they used Gen AI, but because they lied on their application form in the question that asked whether or not they used it. So you get your rewards taken away from you if you lie on those forms regardless. It just happened to also be that one. So it's like probably they wouldn't have liked it if they had known, but like realistically the problem is that it was just false.
Shout out to Web Dave. What's up, Web Dave, brother? Happy New Year to you. We have been raided by them. Thank you for that. Sorry to go live, by the way, when you guys were live, Web Dave. Just a special show tonight. Not going to be on too long. And also, we started maybe an hour after you guys had started, so as not to interrupt as well. So I'm looking it up with the AI-generated assets. According to Big Mad Mo in the chat, he said it was just a damn newspaper on a pillar. Was that it?
That's no.
That was one of the ones that was left in. Yeah.
That's the example that's getting thrown around the most, but it's I mean, it was a lot more than that.
I see it a little bit. Okay, I'm seeing it now. It says to create placeholder textures and assets in early in development to speed up experimentation.
Yeah. But and I'll also say this, like if the AI like chose what the level is and like chose what the textures were going to be and you just painted over those, you didn't make the level, the AI made that level, you just traced over it. Like that's not that's still the AI's level. I'm sorry.
No, okay, so I see that, and let me ask, does this really matter to anyone? Like on this specific case? Like to you guys, I'm saying specifically because they did this and they accidentally left it in, they claim at least, right?
The leaving it in is funny. I think the part of this that like irritates me the most about it is that it's like so many people coming out the woodworks to like defend it for this game, and I know for a fact, and like I know the game's good. I haven't played it obviously, but I know that it's good and that people love it. But it's like, I know for a fact that if this exact same story came out about like basically any AAA studio, they wouldn't be given the same level of like, oh, but it's fine because it's them. And it's like, okay, well, this is the first thing that they've made. We don't know anything about like their culture or what they did or what the problems over there are. We don't know what this is leading to, how many people either didn't get hired or got laid off because of it. Like no one was paying attention to the studio the entire time this game was being made.
Right.
So like, we have no idea. We don't know. So I don't know why we're giving so much benefit of the doubt to them and Larian on this situation just because games that they've made have been popular. Is that what? They're like, oh, well, my baby would never. It's like, okay, well, he did.
I mean, yeah, I hear you on that. That's fair. We don't know enough to say. Also, but I would wager to say, I guess that goes both ways, wouldn't we say? Like, we don't know enough either way to condemn or...
Well, we know that to an extent they were at least using AI-generated placeholder art, which means that any art made for the game may have been inspired by art that was designed from theft. That's enough for me to be pissed. Like, I don't give a shit. If you were using it for anything in your game that had an artistic value at some point, and someone may have designed something based off of that stolen product, that is poison of the... What is it? It's
poison well.
Yeah, it's the poisoned well or whatever it is. Yeah, it's the whole and like I only have a problem with generative AI art being used. I don't actually give a shit if you're using AI for QA. I don't give a shit if you're using AI to generate code. I mean, I'm probably gonna give a shit because your game's gonna be buggy as shit. But like,
yeah,
you know, if some model comes out that creates pristine code, I don't really give a shit. But when you're stealing from artists all over the world, that's where I have a distinct problem.
So,
I use generative AI in my job, and I have since 2019. We use it to design wireless networks. The whole company called Ekahau uses these scanners, and you basically send them all your data from when you've scanned an area in order to try and build a network map, and it makes everyone else's network maps smarter. And so everyone who does like network design for wireless networks uses Ekahau because you know it has actually revolutionized our industry. But AI art is just art based off of things that didn't have permission to be used. Like they didn't have the permission to use all of those images to generate that model.
Now
it's
I hear
theft.
you on that. You had a question, by the way. Soil Tech asked. He says, "Isn't all art derivative?"
Yes and no. All art is derivative, but AI art literally takes someone's art and generates new images based on those styles. Like it's not actually adding anything of its own to it. It physically can't add anything of its own. It can only remix. That's all AI art can do.
Yeah.
There is no adding of the self to it. All art is derivative, but it's not 100% derivative. AI art is 100% derivative.
So your argument is that people may be inspired by
it's
others.
Done without permission.
Yeah, that's the biggest issue.
People will be inspired by other artists and things like that, but it is still coming from them. And ultimately, people feel this is just a soulless snatch of other people's work that they did okay, basically.
Correct.
Okay.
It's just like, is this the worst crime that AI's done? No. The worst crime that AI's done is that shit that's going on over on Twitter right now. Where
100%.
Where now every single picture posted of any human being is being is having the, hey, can you put this person in a bikini and cover them in donut glaze? Like under every single picture.
Speaking of which, even Morty got in on that nonsense and did that with Titus from Warhammer and put him in a bikini. I'm like, why would you do this?
That's hilarious.
I didn't quite understand.
That's better than the one I saw when I was looking. So I watched the Stranger Things finale, which I enjoyed. And I went to Twitter to see what reactions to it were. And one of the first things that I saw of it was a picture of the girl who plays Holly Wheeler, who's like 12 years old, with that exact same thing happening to it. And I was like, hey guys, I'm done on this website.
Wow.
I'm gonna leave.
So the hell site got even worse.
It's
bad.
it's not great.
We were at the 7th circle. I guess we're the 9th circle of hell now with Twitter. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Let me read some of these comments here. By the way, Happy New Year to you, Talos, too. I see you, brother. And everyone who's here, welcome. Thank you for coming by. Slow-mo said it's all trained on data without the permission of the originator of the data. Yes, Slow-mo,
Yeah.
It was already stated by Crusader. Thank
That's
you,
the biggest
though,
problem.
for writing that.
Yeah,
Appreciate it. I hope you
I
can
don't
tell
have
how
a-
appreciative I am in my tone.
I don't have a problem with a lot of the development stuff. There's an argument that can be made that there's a creative process in there, but I don't know. I have a degree in computer science and mathematics. I find algorithms to be algorithms. It's not creative. It is just an expression of mathematics. Like the creativity you're getting into it is what names are you using for your goddamn variables.
Yeah. It sounds like a slippery slope to get to a point where just all games are the same cookie cutter thing. Because the people making the algorithm are going to be like, well, we'll put in the make it the most money possible algorithm, and then we'll get 4,000 of the exact same video game.
But
so-
art is
everyone's
actually
going to
Yeah.
art itself is different.
Yeah, so Satna said it'd be more comparable to plagiarism than influence. I can see that.
Yeah.
Magnum had pointed out like human developers hasn't been stealing from the internet all along, which is true. It says, aren't prompts considered additional work?
No.
So text that.
A prompt is not work.
I don't know now. You do have to type that prompt.
A prompt is not work.
I do a lot of typing in my job that I would not describe as work.
Yeah.
You're discounting your finger digits. You'll be punished for it later by them.
Again, I use
here
it
we
to
go.
come up with. I use Chat GPT to come up with troubleshooting steps when I'm stuck trying to troubleshoot an issue, solving with a weird problem with Outlook or something like that. I do it all the time.
Oh,
But,
it's always
like,
crazy to me when I see people using
not
AI
work.
so well like that. Like some people
It's
are like,
not
"Oh, I typed
work.
this up into a
Like-
prompt," and I'm like, "How did you
No.
do that?" And my simple ass will put something like, "I don't know, give me a picture of Jeff Keighley with a
In a bikini
know."
covered in donut glaze.
Right. I would keep it very simple. Everybody
In
else
fact,
has all
it's-
this complex stuff to do with it.
It's an attempt to remove actual skill or actual ability from the equation. It's harder to Google search troubleshooting steps than it is to ask the AI what to what
Well, now-
steps you should troubleshoot.
And now Googling
removes
it has
all
become-
skill from it's
Has
harder to
become
Google now.
worse.
Yeah,
because
like-
they throw the fucking AI answer at the top, and you're like, I don't know if that's correct. And then you go to the
like,
actual website, and you're like, it's not.
Yeah.
The whole idea of AI of replacing people with AI is so that you can have less experienced people do like the experienced job, and the experience in this place is like actual art and culture. That's why I don't really have a problem with it when it comes to programming, because you're still gonna get at this time I have a problem with it because you're gonna get worse. You're gonna get a worse product strictly if you use it right now, because the AI models are not at the level that an actual software engineer is. I'm sorry, it's not even close.
Well, I know
Isn't
a lot
there a
of
thing where
fear-
like
What you all wager though, most of the fear, or at least I guess people being against it, is less about the lack of creativity and more about the loss of jobs.
that's definitely part of it, but it's really a lot of it is about like the lack of what would you call it, like control over it, the lack of like
Originality.
well, I just mean literally like, how is this allowed to be used? How is like
exactly
what are the rules of this? Where does this become a problem? There's no what's the word that I'm
it
thinking
should be
of?
regulated the hell.
Regulation.
Yeah, like even the code, like people's entire GitHub repositories have been stolen, like and trained data sets, and even that is a problem. I find it to be less of a problem than actual creative works being stolen. Like when like entire libraries of books have been stolen to train to train AI models. Like I find that to be a larger problem. But like, yeah, and there is a problem with people losing their jobs and things like that. That is a thing. I don't think people these companies are firing all kinds of people right now because they're like, oh, we can go full AI. They'll be hiring people back in like a year and a half because the AI aren't smart enough to replace them, and they won't be smart enough to replace them for years and years and years.
Because right now
the models are dumb and bad.
The way that it works right now is that like you still need somebody watching over these things the whole time because they can't create a product that is worth having anyway. So it ends up making a lot of the shit just like take longer and be worse 9 out of 10 times.
And they have
and
no
more
concept
expensive.
of if they are infringing on someone else's trademark or copyright. So like some of the stuff that they'll put out, I guarantee there's going to be lawsuits where it's like, hey, this is using our proprietary like code set that we have copyright. And that already happens when people steal it on purpose. Now it's going to happen because people have stolen it on accident.
Well, hey,
it's just it's such hot nonsense.
Garbage. Had garbage. Slow-mo says, I just came back in here and I'm getting accosted by Snuffleupagus and Daniel McDuff for simply adding to the conversation.
Whoa.
Who's Snuffleupagus in this situation,
Am I
Slow-mo?
Snuffleupagus? Like, why am
I don't know. At
I'm
least I know how
guessing-
I'm being attacked.
I'm guessing because Snuffleupagus sounds sleepy and he's like, hi, bear, hi, bird. And he's saying it like I'm drowsy or something. I don't know.
Could be.
Shout out to PBS. I think they said PBS Kids have saved and it's not going anywhere. So shout out to them. Anyway, what else did we have, Daddy?
We have news from Naughty Dog. There was a story that came out while we were gone that was talking about how they missed some internal what would you call it? Goals, milestones, whatever. And so they're being forced to work overtime. And this was before the holidays. So the presumption is that they had to work overtime over the holiday, which is great. And that all of the people working on it are like super pissed and afraid that it's not going to get better between now and when the game comes out. And they're just going to be working crunch hours forever.
Minimum.
Yeah. So here we go.
What's your thoughts on that, Crusader?
I don't like Naughty Dog. I don't like their games.
Oh, there you go.
So, The Last of Us is one of my least liked games of all time because it was hyped up so much to me, and then I played it, and then I thought it was awful. I did not like the story. I thought the story was just a slightly more put together infection drama in an era where we have tons of infection drama. The biggest of them being The Walking Dead. It was unique in that they used the cordyceps fungus, but like I don't like Naughty Dog, so I'm not that excited for the next game.
What made you not like Naughty Dog though? Like they've had some great games in there.
Their Uncharted games are okay.
Yeah.
Again, I have a problem with them because like I do not care for the main character of the Uncharted games. Nathan Drake.
You don't like?
I don't care for his like. They were like, let's make our own Indiana Jones, but let's just make him a literal thief who like steals these treasures, and it's not to learn or it's not to put it in a museum.
To be fair, though, the stuff
he's an actual thief.
To be fair, though, the stuff he's stealing, they stole too. So like, is it really theft in that case? I don't know.
He doesn't really end up stealing anything, if I remember right from the first 3 games. He kind of just sucks at his actual job. Doesn't.
Which is also kind of Indiana Jones, but like, they're fun games to play. Like I like the Uncharted games. They were fun games to play. But when was the last time we had a new Uncharted game?
It's been
Instead, we've had The Last of Us 2.
PS4, like early PS4.
I think 2016 was 2016 or 17. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, they haven't done anything I care about in 10 years.
Yeah,
that's fair.
They said Naughty Dog's best game is Crash Team Racing. And,
Naughty Dog's best game was the fucking first Jack and Daxter game.
Love Jack and Daxter. I love all 3 of them. Shlomo said, hey, thieving and mass murder. That's correct. Slow yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, truly. Yeah, that
Don't
game
forget
also
about it.
has the ludonarrative dissonance problem where he's
It's
like, I won't
yeah.
kill you after killing an actual army.
Which is insane. Honestly, in that one, that bothered me less than the like, oh, I've solved all of the ancient riddles to get into this tomb, and there's already 40 other guys in here ready to shoot me. That always pissed me off.
Yeah. That is funny.
Yeah, I don't know. I like a lot of Naughty Dog games. Maybe I don't love them. I definitely don't feel like I like them as much as the internet seems to love them.
Yeah,
So maybe that's where I'm at. But I will say nothing about Intergalactic has inspired me to care about it so far. Like the aesthetic is kind of interesting, but we've seen 1 second of it, so I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know what you want me to do.
I'm so split on the
see more.
aesthetic because like when she pulls out like the holographic weapon, like that was like fucking sick.
Yeah.
Like at the
Sure.
very end of the
Basically a
trailer, I'm like,
lightsaber.
that's sick. That looks awesome.
Yeah.
But like I don't like retrofuturism.
It's not going to be for you, I don't think.
Then. So I don't think this game's going to be for me. Like I
that's where we're
also
at.
don't care for Fallout's aesthetic,
Well,
which is
Oh,
a
that's
very
weird.
hot take. But
Yeah.
like I'm not a big fan of like the Jetsons style retrofuturism.
Sorry.
So I don't know. I just everything about Naughty Dog is like we've made games that take 1 trillion years to make and cost $1 trillion to make, and now the rest of the industry is trying to emulate us, and now the industry is like collapsing.
Let me
I
ask
wonder
you,
why.
If you say that, did you care for the Guardians of the Galaxy game?
I did like the Guardians of the Galaxy game.
That has a bit of retrofuturism in it, like the way they're.
I liked
Yeah,
that
but
game.
like it's minor. Like
Yeah.
I did
Overall,
like
it
that
is-
game,
overall,
but it
is
didn't-
minor. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
typically tied to him and to the ship. Yeah.
Yeah.
right. It's just him.
Yeah. And his room, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got a shout out Crusader from Mac. Mac City. He drops a generous $2 donation. Thank you, brother. He says Crusader 100. I feel the exact same way about The Last of Us.
Yeah, I was so, and then I could not bring myself after I didn't like the first one to play the second one, but I made sure I fully watched several playthroughs of it to make sure I at least understand the story and can talk about the story. I'm not gonna talk about the gameplay because I haven't played it. The gameplay does look a little bit better, but like that's a game that like they told Act 2 and 3 of the story in Part 2, and that's why so many people don't like the direction of the story. Like the events that happen with the golf club should have been the ending of the second game and set up the full cycle so that like it's a proper cycle of revenge story.
Yeah.
But like then it happens halfway through and
Not even
suddenly
halfway.
the character who was the main character of the first game.
I wouldn't even say halfway.
You've now been
It's probably the first
ripped
20
apart
minutes.
from. Yeah. Oh, is it?
It's
It's
pretty
been
early.
a while. since
About probably
It's
30
like-
minutes
it's like-
in, maybe.
I've-
It's basically
it's
the
just-
opening cutscene.
They like
Yeah.
they set up this cycle of revenge story, and instead of doing it in the 3 points of a cycle of revenge story, they did it in 2. And they compressed too much of it together to make it feel
I
satisfactory.
have heard a few people say like that if they would have rearranged how they did what they did.
Correct. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like they actually probably would have had something going for the story that I would have liked had they rearranged it and like did it more properly, like with more build up to like what was going to happen. But they didn't, because they make one game every 5 years, and they knew they weren't going to come back to that game for that franchise for like 15 years. So what can they do? But besides rush the story.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, Slow Mo said about 2 hours in. Okay. Yeah, it's about 2 hours in. It felt so quick to me. Well, I guess it is because of the cutscenes and to add to that time.
Yeah.
So there is that. But he dies in the first little half of the game. But yeah, like I said, I remember watching what was that dude's name? Angry Joe. Yeah, Angry Joe talked about it.
Oh yeah.
And I thought he gave
love
a
Angry
good,
Joe.
he's more jokey and over extreme at times, but I thought he made good points on how he thought the story could have been better told. And I'm like, that actually would have made a lot of sense. I don't want to
Yeah.
rehash it now, but I think he made a lot of good sense on his way of saying it too. Slomo says it should have been chronological instead of 3 days with Ellie and 3 days with Muscle Mommy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I could see all of that. I still enjoyed it overall. I had an interesting revelation, like when I got to the point at the end and everything, like I felt like regretful of like, I don't want to do this to this person now. I don't know. I don't want to give anything away for those who may not have played it, but I did feel like that. I won't lie. But it was crazy for her to go through all of that in the mass murder tour to be like, nope,
Yeah.
you can live now. So I will admit that. What's up, 108? What's up, Lemon? He said invite. We don't have time for it, Lemon. We got to try to get through this really quick to end. You can, are you free Thursday, Lemon? We can get you to come through Thursday if you're free. That'll be like the official show. Would love to have you on, brother. But anyway, what else do we have, Danny?
We got some casting news that I want to talk about because I'm pretty excited about it. Is for the Batman 2, they cast Sebastian Stan to play Harvey Dent, which
was
is
crazy for me to see. Actually,
some of the coolest things I've heard.
I heard
this
that
year.
they're possibly going after Scarlett Johansson too. Is that true?
I don't remember if it's confirmed or not, but yeah, she was in talks to play like a love interest or something.
Okay, if that's the case, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I was going to say, if that's the case, then they may have him be more. They may play more into his Bruce Wayne side in this one.
Yeah, they've said that is the goal, is for him to be more, for like him to figure out like who Bruce Wayne is now after everything.
Okay,
like that's sort of the story that, part of at least the story that they're going after. But yeah, we really don't know basically anything about it yet, so it's just really cool. Yeah. It's just really cool casting, like him, Sebastian Stan playing Harvey Dent.
It is, yeah. Especially to see this
I mean, it's like fan
from
casting.
MCU to that, yeah, for sure.
I don't think that Marvel or DC are going to be able to have exclusive contracts with actors anymore.
No, almost certainly not.
I don't think that they can physically offer enough money where they will be able to get actors to sign those kind of deals, like either side. Because both are doing kind of well now, where they kind of both have audience excitements, and they'll both be drawing enough audience, enough of the audience to the point where like I don't think actors are gonna want to sign an exclusive deal, because like why the fuck would you?
Exclusive.
When you can just be in both and make your money, or they don't get to use you.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I hear you on that, but I feel like Disney pays their actors so well for these franchises.
But Disney has the problem where they are actually losing like viewership, right?
Yeah.
At this point. So like they have the opposite problem where it's like they might not be able to truly afford to be able to do the to truly make everyone exclusive to their brand. They can pay them, but can they pay them that much where it's like worth it to not be in the other thing as well? I don't know.
I don't know either, yeah. I mean, it seems to be the case, if I had to guess, that they're setting up this new, Doomsday to parlay it into new main characters for these roles. Obviously, we're hearing about Damson and Idris, which I 100% co-sign as being the new Black Panther. So he'll be the alternate universes, I'm guessing, come in and merge over. So I feel like that'll be part of that, and we'll see how they go with that. I mean, I feel like, Chris Evans, Hemsworth, and all of them, they want to move on anyway, all right, at this point. So they're gonna have to find a way to bring in new blood for those roles too. It's a tricky thing to balance.
Every actor wants to move on until they need another paycheck. Ewan McGregor in Star Wars is the greatest example of that. He said he would never return to Star Wars in like the mid 2010s, and then he got divorced, and then he suddenly needed money, and so he immediately went into talks to play Obi-Wan again, and now he will happily be Obi-Wan again because it makes money. Like every actor's like, oh, I want to be done and move on to something else until they realize that they missed that paycheck, because nothing pays the same.
That is true. Hell, didn't Harrison Ford do the same?
Yeah, Harrison Ford said he was never coming back to Star Wars after the end of Episode 7. And spoiler
Yeah.
alert,
Well, to be
he's
fair,
in 9 and he got paid more than some of the main actors for that little bit of work he did for 9.
He's a legend, man.
I mean, if you can show up for 1 second, film half a scene, and get a couple $1 million,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not
what I
not
mean,
gonna
like,
say that's him going back on his shit. Like,
Yeah, he wasn't in that very
I mean,
long, to be fair.
the reason he came back for 7 is he was like, "I'll come back if I die."
Yeah, he
Well,
did say that,
So-
didn't he?
Again, after that, he came back for 9.
If y'all can just kill me, that'd be great.
He's like, kill me. Yeah, no, you're not wrong. Maybe that was what got him in there. Like, yeah, if you kill me, I'll join. They're like, we got it. You got yourself a deal.
Yeah, but then no one told him that being dead in Star Wars doesn't really mean that much.
All right. Death is only the beginning. What else did we? Yeah, he wanted out for real.
You want, yeah.
Yeah. What else did we have, Danny?
Oh man, all kinds of stuff. We got confirmation, maybe. I mean, probably confirmed. That Wolfenstein 3 is being developed over at Machine Games. Jez Corden said it originally, and then Kotaku collaborated it. But
Yeah,
then
and I
it's
think
like,
VGC
okay, well,
also collaborated as well since then.
okay. So more people are collaborating.
Yeah,
it.
we
So
have to
I don't know.
get the
Maybe that'll be
proper
one of the like
German
surprise things at the.
pronunciation, Danny. Wolfenstein. How would?
No, I'm all right.
You gotta, you gotta give it the proper. You gotta give it the
Wolfenstein.
Wolfenstein.
So Doggy Boy 3 is gonna be coming out, I guess, at some point in the near future. It might be one of the. It's possible it would be one of the surprises that we see this year. Maybe not at the
It would be at the
direct,
summer.
but if we see
Yeah.
it like the June showcase or something, like that's possible. I don't know. I like these games, but people have been talking about this game being in development for a really long time. So only just now getting the confirmation of it is like it's probably a little ways off.
It's been rumored for a while. Yeah, it was like I watched this show. They had this showcase I watched earlier with Kay and the fellas on the Discord. I forgot. It was just showing all these upcoming games for the year and maybe in 27. And they showed The Division, which I'm sure you would love, Slow-Mo. They showed Division 1 and 2. And they were talking about, I guess, a new something they were adding. And I don't know if this guy was the game director or what, but he was mentioning part 3 is in the works, obviously. He says no one's surprised. And he said that one is going to be a monster. So, yeah, some things we know are clearly going to be in the works already, right? But it is good to hear actual official confirmation too.
Yeah, but we're not getting that game until whatever next gen looks like. So
yeah, and by then the RAM will be astronomical, isn't that right, Crusader?
it might come back down by that point if we're looking at like 2030 or something. Probably not all the way back down, but yeah, when this shit, because the problem right now is that they're like. Nvidia specifically said, what was it? They're cutting like 40% of their manufacturing and putting it all into AI shit. Everyone was like, great. So I'll never be able to buy anything from you ever again. Cool.
And even if they don't have it where the RAM is that high, our cost of electricity will be so high we won't be able to play the game due to AI.
That's true too.
And having us give up the power, pay more for the power being forced into those servers and such. Yeah. What else do we have?
Let us see. Well, the big one is the developer direct. I don't know when you want to jump to that. I don't know what time you have to leave.
We can switch to it now. Yeah, let me see what time. Yeah, you're right. Actually, I guess I can move to that. Let me transition this screen over. There we go. Please continue.
So we already knew it was confirmed to be happening, but we got our first look at like what it's going to look like, the developer direct for January this year. They're only telling us about 3 games at the moment, which are Fable, Forza Horizon 6, and that game from Game Freak, the Beast of Reincarnation or whatever.
Yeah, the one that looks way better than anything they've ever done for Nintendo.
Yeah, well, because Nintendo's not good to them. But almost certainly there's going to be 1, maybe 2, like other games that get announced as part of this. There's a bunch of studios who are like teasing to be involved, so who knows?
I'm hearing
Obsidian's
it might
been
be about
teasing a
6
new game.
games total, right?
The f-
Six games would be
I've heard
crazy.
4.
Yeah,
6 was last year. Was how many we had last year.
Yeah.
I've heard there's only
yeah.
4.
They show 4 for the slots, but I feel like they might do, a special shadow drop or a special announcement or something like that, or 2. And we're already hearing the rumors, obviously, of the Bioshock, not Bioshock, Fallout 3 remake.
Oh, the remakes.
So
Those aren't coming this year.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing.
I guarantee they're not coming this year.
We'll see what happens with those. It's this weird situation either way. I do for sure. There's going to be more than the 3. Like we know there's going to be there every year. There's always one that's like, hey, here's another one. So minimally, there's going to be 4. I would maybe hazard to guess 5. I don't know that I'd go to 6, but
it's weird that they've showed that like this year they've only like announced 3. That's the least that they've ever announced for one of these.
But
that they have confirmed would be in them.
To be fair, these
now
are
the
so
first one I don't think
major
they confirmed anything was in it, but
these are so major though. I guess you can kind of understand that them doing it anyway. Typically we don't see that with like Forza and something as big as Fable being shown off with this developer direct. So
yeah, I mean Fable and Forza are going to be huge, obviously. Yeah. So that's frankly those are probably going to be like the flagpoles of their year, regardless of what else they put out. But we'll see. Generally the things that they show in these, I believe, are all supposed to be slated for 2026. Yes. But
yeah,
it's also possible, I guess, because it's the 25th anniversary, that they'll be like wanting to show some of the bigger things that they have going on, even if they're like 27. So I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens with that.
That would be really bad expectation setting.
Shane
that would be really bad.
What's up, Shane?
I don't think it could possibly matter. Like, as long as they make it clear that they're not coming out in 2026, it's fine.
Yeah, I think that's fine. But I think anything they show here going off precedents, like the previous ones they've done, will be announcing for this year, right?
Sure. But I don't think it'll matter, because no matter what they do, the internet's going to hate it. So who fucking cares?
That much is certain.
Like we're gonna log in on, what is it? It's on January 22nd. We're gonna look at the internet on January 23rd, and everyone's gonna be ripping it apart, being like, "Why wasn't there a new Halo? Why wasn't there a new Gears? Why wasn't there a new all these other things?" It's like, what the fuck you want?
I heard a bit of that in discussion with other people. They were like, "What about this?" I'm like, "Well, they'll probably show that during the summer showcase." So.
It would be wild if if Fable isn't coming out this year, and they have it here.
It would be
I could see it
they don't have Halo or Gears, which are confirmed to be coming out this year.
Yeah.
Like, that would be
but like
wildly... I would be upset with that. I would be really upset with that, because like the whole point of this show has always been, these are the games that are coming out this year. Usually, they're the games that are coming out in the first half of this year.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised that the Halo one's not in there, because it's just basically a remaster. Like, the thing's not... Who cares? The E-Day thing... That's probably something that they're saving for later in the year, maybe.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's one of the surprises that they'll be like, here it is.
Yeah.
But
Shane, shout out to my brother Shane. He says Banjo-Kazooie rejigged is finally happening.
Yeah, man.
Magnum says,
for sure.
I guess this
definitely get those.
He says, what do you mean Nintendo's not good to them? They are third owners of the Pokemon brand.
Well, the Pokemon doesn't give them like the budget or actual time that they need to properly develop those games. So like it's not so much Nintendo doesn't love them, it's the Pokemon company themselves don't love Game Freak. They just want them to get the fucking product out.
Yeah, and they give them like 45 seconds to make a game.
Like
they're like, you make game now. Where is it? And Sotness gives a great prediction. He says he predicts that there will be at least 3 games. I like predictions like that. That's bold of you.
Well, the 4th game that they're teasing is like an indie game that's supposedly, quote, promising and has something to do with baking.
Oh crap! Hold on. I just realized. Slow-mo, he said, I swear I have ads on ultimate interrupt mode. I forgot that I had those things on. I might have to turn that back off, the ads. I forget not everybody has premium like me, and it's probably insufferable. I'll turn it off for the next show. I forgot about that. I forgot. Shane says, I think they'll probably confirm Gears and Halo get directs after the showcase.
I mean, that would be pretty cool if
yeah.
they were like, we're not showing these games today, but here's when we will be showing those games. That'd be perfect. That'd be great.
Gears is going to be later in the year. Honestly, I wouldn't even be surprised if Gears doesn't hit 2026.
You don't think Gears
but
will? I think Gears will.
I think it will, but I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't. Like, I'm not holding my breath about it.
So they could, to be fair to you. I mean, they don't have any direct need to put it out this year.
I got tons of stuff coming out this year. That'd be fine. It'd be a little bit of a bummer. Like, I know that they want it for the anniversary, but also like they're going to be launching hardware probably in the next year or whatever, like in 2027, or at least announcing it in 2027. So if they want to hold it as a release title, like whatever, man.
Also,
what am I going to do?
Like,
Fight
it is the 25th
Sadia about it?
So I feel like they won't because of that. That's why we know it will be more than likely. Like they'll being pushed to do so more so because of the 25th anniversary.
For sure.
Well, it's also been 6 years since they've put anything out.
Yeah, that too.
The most likely scenario is that it's the like bonus direct at the end of the June showcase. That's what I'm kind of expecting.
Yeah.
But if it's not, if it's not at the June showcase, it's not coming out in 2026. So
yeah, if it's not at the June showcase, that's a certainty.
And the internet will be pissed, and I'll be fine. I don't really care.
We'll make it. So let me read a bit of this. It says the upcoming Xbox Developer Direct will feature a currently unannounced fourth game. The digital event will stream on Thursday, January the 22nd at 10 a.m. Pacific and 1 p.m. Eastern. That is 12 o'clock Central for us. 6 p.m. UK and includes new looks at Forza Horizon 6. Well, that's the first look. We haven't seen it yet. Fable and the new game from Pokemon developers Game Freak, Beast of Reincarnation. Now it's claimed that the show won't only feature those three games, according to Shinobi602. Shout out to Shinobi. He says, who has a history of reporting confidential information about upcoming games. The show will feature a secret fourth game. VGC can corroborate this and understands that the fourth game is a smaller scale original game from one of Xbox Game Studios' first party developers. The fourth title will round off an event mainly focused on Xbox's mainly focused on Xbox's big first party games planned for 2026. Forza Horizon 6, which was announced last year and will take place in Japan, will be released on Xbox and PC before eventually coming to PS5. Fable was announced in 2020 as part of the Xbox Game Showcase. The game, which is a reboot of the Lionhead RPG series, doesn't currently have a release date. It's understood Fable is also in development for PS5. The Xbox Developer Direct will include the first in-depth look at Beast of Reincarnation, new game from Game Freak. There's no more needed from that. So that was one of the things I saw pop up too, was people were like, or it was shown at least, like, yeah, Fable will be coming to PlayStation, and it's like,
yeah, eventually.
It's like, why are they still doing? To me, I'm looking at it, I'm like, why are we still doing it? Like, we know it's going to go over there.
It's because we haven't gotten the inevitable announcement that PlayStation games are coming to Xbox too. So
yeah,
they're still holding on to it because it's still something that they could pretend is a win for them, right up until the second that it stops being one.
I guess that's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the second that Steam is on Xbox or PlayStation just bites the bullet and puts Spider-Man over there, which is pretty likely at this point. Yeah, man, it's going to be rough.
So let me ask you guys, what do you think the fourth game would be? Because I've seen all types of speculation for it. One was what I saw. What was the one I saw?
It has something to do with cooking or baking.
Cooking,
Guaranteed.
cooking
100%, because that was Jez's tease for it.
But what does Jez know? When's he ever been right?
I hate when people say that. Like,
Jez has been right sometimes.
He's right a lot of the time.
Not when he's posting
go viral.
Not when he's posting stuff about Twitter. Food. I've seen that man put beans on things that should not have beans on them. That's not right.
I agree with
That's not right.
That is the way he puts those beans on everything is a crime.
But no, his tease in the article was like, this game's been like baking for a bit or something like that. It's gonna have some. It's gonna have something to do with
a pig,
with cooking or something.
What's a pig that we know of?
No, not baking.
No, but yeah. Oh, bacon.
Instead of like,
bacon. Okay,
yeah.
Oops.
Yeah.
Shane Bailey says Double Fine's kiln, so like that's possible.
It could be Double Fine's kiln game
because bake doesn't necessarily mean food. So.
Yeah, Kyung. Yeah, it could be that.
I could see that. Obsidian's been teasing some shit lately. Like there was some like new game showcase, and they're like, "It's our turn soon," and put some like eyes thing. So I don't know. Maybe they'll do something.
Supposedly they have 4 new
But-
games in development.
I'm not surprised that they do. I would hazard to say we probably shouldn't get any of them this year after they put out 3 last year.
Last
But
year.
like it's whatever, man. We'll see.
Um,
I feel.
We'll definitely get announcements of games from them this
Yeah.
year, though. I guarantee that.
I would hope. I don't know. Maybe I set my expectations too high, but I wouldn't want it to be Kyung. Let that be a secret game or something. I want something major. Kyung is not going to be major.
Again,
No.
I think that this is going to be a
No.
disappointing direct because they're not going to. They don't have enough in it. Like
I think Fable and
usually
Forza
have
are
6
already
games
enough.
and-
To be
What?
fair,
I think it
I
depends
think
on
Fable
how
and
much
Forza-
they sell
if-
Fable
yeah.
and
It's already
Forza.
plenty.
Like if
Yeah.
they show enough for
I-
Fable and it's looking crazy
'Cause what-
good, I'll be satisfied.
I don't know that I give a shit about Forza, but
Yeah.
yeah, but like it's still one of their bigger things.
yeah.
Mhm.
I
Pe-
don't
people
really
are
care
gonna go
about it
nuts.
either.
Like the Forza Horizon 5 sold 5 million copies on PlayStation since it launched there last year.
Yeah,
Like-
'cause it's really good.
Mm. So,
Like that's gonna people are gonna go crazy for that. I just don't care.
Sappho said Cookie
Yeah.
Mama rebaked. Oh man. That would be the sleeper hit of
My friends
26
fucking
right
love
there.
Fucking Mama.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the 2025 Direct they had announced beforehand. They announced Doom, Doom Dark Ages, South of
Wow.
Midnight, and Expedition Gen AI, and then they had like we're gonna have a
Wow.
4th one, and that was what they showed. So I think already we're looking at a bigger showcase than that just off the back of Fable. Like I like Doom, and South of Midnight's probably my game of the year from 2025. But like Fable and Forza are bigger names than those 2 games.
Yeah, these are gigantic right here. That's for certain. And I think even with Beast of Reincarnation, we're probably not giving it enough due for Game Freak. I feel like if this was like, oh, this is on PlayStation, it would be getting much more
Yeah.
pub than
Well,
it is.
and even though it's not the way, even though this isn't reality, the way people are going to be looking at it is like, oh, the Nintendo studio is making something for Xbox, even though like
Right.
they're not owned by Nintendo.
That's
Also,
yeah.
isn't it like not? Is it exclusive?
It's not exclusive, no. No,
Yeah,
no.
I don't think so.
I don't know if it's on Switch, but it's on
It
definitely
won't
on
be-
PlayStation.
I don't think it's capable to be made on Switch. Well, to be fair,
Cool.
they did get Cyberpunk to work on it. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I should shut up. They might be able to find
Beast,
it.
no, it's right now. It's only announced for PC, PS5, and Xbox. So.
Yeah, when it was announced, the Switch 2 I don't think was announced yet though. So
True, but you would think.
It was
I mean, I'm
out.
just looking at Wikipedia, but like if they really wanted to say something about it, they could have in a tweet in the last 8 months that this bitch has been out, been like, and, "Hey, we're doing a thing too."
watch them just announce it at this event.
I mean, it's possible.
Yeah, I can see it possibly, like Slimo said, I can see it possibly come to the Switch 2 later, just because of their ties to Nintendo, and
Yeah,
the Switch 2 is more capable of having a dumbed down version of that, so I can see it.
yeah. I mean, I think it'll get there eventually, but it is just like it's going to be, hey,
Initially,
the Nintendo studio is making a thing for other people.
Yeah, and that's actually the narrative
so-
I've seen actually. So
Yeah, so it's showing up on their stage is like kind of a big deal, even though I think the game kind of looks whatever.
hmm
But
To me, it looks like another like Monster Hunter or something. So
a little bit, it's like Monster Hunter cross. Take your pick of any of those like China Joy like action games that have come out the last couple of years.
yeah, the old China Hero Project games.
Yeah, yeah. Your Black Myth or whatever.
Uh-huh. Well, listen, I love Black Myth, so that's not a negative for me. But
No, it's just
say what you gonna say, Danny, because I can hear it.
no. I'm just saying like that's just they all kind of look that way. That's all I'm saying.
I was like, nah, it's just,
I don't think it's not a bad thing.
Okay.
I didn't play it, so I don't have anything to say about it.
all right. Yeah.
Now Stellar Blade, that one I will make fun of you for.
Listen, I love.
God,
I will stand by
Yeah.
it, man. I love Stellar Blade.
yeah,
I know
we
people
know
will-
what angle you loved it from too.
Now there was some gooners on the game, and like, oh, look
You
how
don't
she-
say.
Look how she slides down the ladder. I'm
They
like,
they put a costume in the game that's transparent skin colored. Like
yeah, they did.
they knew
Yeah.
knew what they were
They knew
doing.
100% what they were doing.
They
And
knew
look,
exactly who they were going for, and that person was you,
listen,
and they got you.
I am respectful to developers who know their audience and they stick
Uh-huh.
to their guns, and and they did. But you know, I was modest with Eve. I put on her. I put that Bruce Lee. I call it the Bruce Lee fit. It's the yellow,
the yellow
black.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like. Yeah, I finished Stellar Blade. Yeah, I loved it, slow mo. I loved it personally. I'm tempted to get it on Steam eventually if the price drop crazy, but they're charging full price just about every time I see it.
Great ladder mechanics, that game.
Great. The ladder. Listen. Todd Howard had trouble with the ladders in his game, so they outdid Todd Howard in the ladder game. So hey,
yeah, Starfield would have been a much better game if your butt jiggled like that every time you went up the ladder. That's true. I do agree.
Absolutely, that would have given Starfield, taking it from the scored head, maybe giving it 10 more points with old boy from IGN. You know?
Yeah.
Just saying, jiggle physics, they matter. You know. But no.
But we never get jiggle physics on the man titties or the bulges. I'm just saying.
Well, you know, we're sexist here.
Our boys out here with ain't no sausage on our man.
We're sexist here. You know, it is what it is.
We would all like Uncharted better if Nathan Drake had a huge hog. I think that's. I think we all just agree, like, know that, and don't have to discuss how we all agree with that statement.
If it would have been, I mean, you know, it's funny that Nathan Drake works both ways. Like, they didn't just made him a black man; they would have solved our inquiries right then and there. Like, oh, he must have it. He's a brother, you know. Just to play into what you're saying, I'm just saying. Yeah.
We just got to get it in there. That's why I'm you know. And that's why everyone was so excited when Cloud put on that dress in Final Fantasy VII, because everyone was like,
listen, talk about
we can finally upskirt my boy.
Talk about it, because Slow-Mo love him some Cloud strife. Maybe, you know, say Cloud was in a dress.
Yeah, there's a bit where he has to cross-dress to like sneak into a thing. It's actually really funny. Yeah, it is a really good game, genuinely. Although apparently the second part of that's like not great, but no, we'll see. I haven't played it yet.
So no, I got Part 7 remake and Rebirth on Steam. Just haven't gotten to them yet.
I got it for free on PlayStation when it came out, for like PS Now or whatever. Played it there, and then lost my save because of how bad they do the cloud saves on PlayStation when I switch over to PS5.
Oh yeah, that's terrible.
And so now I'm just probably gonna rebuy Intergrade when it comes to Xbox in like a couple days or whenever that shit is.
Yeah. 22nd.
Yeah. So. Oh, well, maybe that'll be at the thing then, because it's on the same day.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll be like, oh, and also...
That'd be kind of lame.
Well, but they would be like, this is coming out today, and here's our announcement of Rebirth, and it's coming out later this year or something. I don't know.
Shout out to my brother Gray Monad, by the way, in the chat. What's up, Gray? Happy New Year to you. I feel like there was one other thing. Was there any other thing in the... gaming news roundup?
Oh, I'm sure there was a ton. Let me go back to it. I closed it out when we switched to what I thought was the main topic.
Yeah, we don't have to though. I mean, we can close. I just felt like
I mean, if you got time, you're the one who's got to go to work at 10 o'clock at night.
That's true. Yeah, actually, probably best to wrap it. And it's 9:30 right now for us. What's up, Black Jai? Thanks, Gray. I gotta speak with you soon, Gray. By the way, we haven't spoken in a while, brother. You gotta come to this GCP Discord with us, brother. I know you probably on Xbox more than anything, but I don't get on Xbox anymore. I got rid of my Xbox. You know?
I just get intimidated from sometimes I'll be like, oh, I'll jump into the GCP Discord, and then I see that there's 20 of you in there, and I'm like, I know that I'm not, like, I could listen, but I'm not about to break into that conversation.
I mean, they're gonna harass you as soon as you get in there. You know that anyway, right?
Yeah, well, you know, I jump in, and then John comes in, and he's like, oh, he's this fucking guy, and I'm like, I don't.
As soon as you jump in, they're trying to find a way to argue with you.
I'm like, all right, okay.
Especially MJ, after you slandered Nintendo as much as you have, he has a
and I'll continue to.
Yeah, I encourage it. He calls
Nintendo
he calls us the fake extremist news network because of you.
Oh, good. Yeah. Well, I'm willing to take up that moniker. Apparently, it'll get us more views. So
he says all you do is hate on Nintendo and Kojima.
It's not all I do. I hate on a lot of things.
That man has a bone to pick with you. He is upset. He does
not
like it.
Let him be upset in the chat.
Hey, what's great? Ray says, "Can I deep throat the mic?" That is a terrible thing to say. What the hell? You say you can't really hear me, or you really okay? I don't know if that means that I'm too close or I'm not loud enough. Gray, which one is it? And my mic quality volume has been questioned all night, so I'm not sure. It says Major will get as soon as you join the voice chat. Yeah, he will. As soon as you join.
I did get I opened it back up. I found one more little news thing real fast. Home Alone star Daniel Stern, who was one of the wet bandits, got arrested for soliciting prostitution. There you go.
What your ass say?
Does that do anything for you? Was that news for you? He's just trying to get his bandit wet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hey.
Oh my God.
No, that did enough. That did enough right there. Yes, BT, I'm terrible at saying volume. I'm not sure which way to say it. Leave me alone.
You do say it the way of the drug. Like Valium.
I'm saying it the drug way? Okay.
Yeah.
Volume.
Well, Valium is, what is that? That's the one that like chills you out, right?
I don't know.
Yeah. It's like a calming sleep.
Treats anxiety, muscle spasms, and alcohol withdrawals. Valium.
It's always funny.
And
when
it'll
I
put you the
pronounce
fuck to
certain
sleep.
words.
Yeah,
I remember
it's the
somebody
go to
getting into
fuck
it
to
with me
sleep.
back in like years ago when I was on the Infinite podcast, and they was like, and they said, I talked about Laura Croft. I said, Laura. And they're like, it's Lara. I'm like, okay.
Oh, who
leave
cares,
me
man?
alone.
That's close enough.
Yeah, it's close enough. Leave me alone. It's Laura Croft. Let's keep it moving. They were like, you're saying it wrong. And they were like highly upset with me. I forgot who that was. Yeah. Anyway, listen, we got to wrap it up because I got to get going. We will be back this Thursday. I want to thank all of you guys in the chat for coming by. It was Magnum. He said that was me. See? And look how the things come back. Thank you, Magnum, for admitting it. He's like, that's Lara, you English fool. I was like, okay.
I mean, he is right, but like, who cares? You know what I mean?
Magnum cares. Yeah. That was funny. I remember that. But listen, we got to get out of here. Thank you all for coming by. Yeah, glad you can come by and join us too, Shane. It has been a while, my brother. Happy New Year to you too. Happy New Year to everybody in the chat, and we will be back Thursday. Hopefully, hopefully we will make it back this Thursday and everything works out.
Do you have a New Year's resolution?
My New Year's resolution is to be more woke, and I mean that in multiple ways.
Not sleep through all of Boom's podcasts. Yeah,
to be more woke, and that's a double entendre. Yeah, for sure.
Okay. I'm gonna do one clean pull up. That's my
one clean pull up.
One clean pull up. Crusader, what you got?
I don't have one.
Just make up a stupid one then.
I'm gonna actually play some games.
There we go.
This year, that unlike playing a single game for the last 4 months.
Right.
No, Crusader, it's got to be a realistic one.
Crusader said he's sticking to Minecraft, and that's just that.
He's like, I got to get to Pluto or whatever.
We have not made it to Pluto yet.
There we go.
We're not there yet. We still have to.
Well, let me know in September when you get there.
But listen, let's get out of here. Crusader, tell the good folks where they can find you and what you'll be up to until Thursday.
Yeah, you can find me on most social media. I haven't been active very much lately. I've just been so busy with everything. But you'll see me there. I'm gonna try and start being more active on Bluesky instead of Twitter, just because I can't anymore.
It's a hillside.
It's a lot.
I get it.
It is actually bad. Like it actually takes a toll on my personal mental health now, which is wild.
Listen, I get it.
Because like I never let shit like that get to me, and like I can't do it anymore. I don't think.
Listen, that site has become cancerous. I get it, man. I really do. I found myself arguing with people more and more, like saying things, and I know some of the people that follow me are like, "Oh my God, what is Umbra? Look at what Umbra is saying," and I'm just saying all types of heinous things to people in response. It's becoming crazy, man. I see racism, like racist stuff, like crazy racist statements left and right, and it's not that, it's homophobic, something crazy. It is. Yeah. It's outlandish. Like honestly, I don't blame you. I need to do the same. find another home. You know.
I pretty much
stayed
just use it
because
for
of stubbornness, and that we know most people are still on Twitter. You know what I mean?
It's good for engagement.
Mm-hmm.
Some of that engagement, actually, for me at least, probably 2/3 of my engagement is bots, but that's fine. The only reason that I still have an account is because it's the easiest way to get in contact with people that I know, like from the industry or from other podcasts and stuff.
That's really it. If we had
it's the easiest way to do that.
I agree with you. Like if we had another way, that would be it.
We just got to start like. I guess now we've got the GCP pod channel, so that's something. But that, I don't know. That's like even more direct.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know.
No, I'm with you. BT says Patriots shutting down the Chargers 16-3. Yeah, hey, my Bears.
That's upsetting.
My Bears came back from the crazy being down crazy to taking that win the other day. Listen, I haven't watched football in years, and I saw that, and I saw how the coach was reacting. And I'm like,
they're doing
into this.
They're doing pretty good,
yeah.
But I will say your head coach is acting like a little bitch.
Why you say that? Because he didn't want to shake the guy's hand, right?
Every time they lose, he throws a hissy fit. It's so funny, and they're doing well, but they're not doing like amazing. So there's been like 4 or 5 losses at least, and every single time he just like fully like he's like about to cry. The man.
Hey, that's passion. That's what.
And I'm like,
is.
Brother.
That's passion.
Also, your quarterback, does kind of suck.
What?
You got a good team.
Caleb is pretty great. He got the fingernail paint. He's doing his thing.
It's not even the fingernail paint I'm against. It's, I mean, you do you.
Listen.
It's I'm just saying.
Hey,
I'm just saying.
Shooter, what's up, brother?
I would take Justin Herbert from the Chargers over him all day, every day.
Over the Bears.
Over Caleb Williams, yeah. If I have to pick like one of the younger guys,
you're talking about the quarterback. Okay.
Yeah, I'd take Justin Herbert, or I would take what's the name of the guy over on the Patriots? Is that Drake May or is that JJ McCarthy? No, JJ McCarthy's the Vikings guy who sucks. Yeah, Drake May's the good one.
Let me ask, would you say that Caleb Williams is a more capable quarterback and the Bears are a better team than, say, the Washington?
Than the Commanders?
The Commanders.
Yeah.
I said the Generals. I don't know what the hell their name is anymore.
They're going to change it again soon anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Maybe they're probably about the same. The Commanders didn't win as many games this year, but they had a harder schedule. I don't know. It's tough.
Did they make it to the playoffs at all?
I don't know. They didn't. I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
but they were. Okay. But they were. I think close.
So the Bears.
I don't really keep up with the Commanders.
The Bears made it, but not the Commanders, huh? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Looks like our quarterback isn't so bad after all, huh? Slow-mo? Yeah.
Who? Oh, is he a slow-mo Commanders fan? I didn't know. I didn't know what was happening.
I did all look at him. He said, shut your damn mouth. I played it so coy. Yeah. I knew you wouldn't know, and I knew you wouldn't know. Dude.
Commanders were garbage this year. Yeah, they didn't. I don't know. There was definitely worse teams this year, but they didn't do well. That's true.
Yeah.
But this year's weird. I know this is not what this podcast is about.
Yeah.
This year has been so weird in football. Mm-hmm. The fucking Panthers made the playoffs. They're out now, but they made the playoffs. The Jaguars are in the playoffs. Like, what's happening? The Chargers are in there, and I mean, they just got bodied, but the Patriots are doing really well, and that's not supposed. I thought we were past this. You know what I mean? The 49ers, I think, just beat the Eagles, who were the previous Super Bowl champs, and the 49ers are like, I mean, they're good, but they're not great.
Well, that's the old saying, man. Any given Sunday. That's the one thing I did like about football. It's like it's unpredictable. Even if on paper, that team is superior, they still can lose. It can be.
Yeah,
anything.
But the Broncos are like the number 1 team right now.
Yeah.
Who? The
who? Well, yeah, man. Well, listen,
you know what
the Broncos
I mean?
have a storied history too.
Chiefs didn't make it. Steelers didn't. No, Steelers did make it. Ravens didn't make it.
That was the wildest. That Ravens
barely made it. Chiefs didn't make it. Ravens didn't make it. Like, what is happening? Lions didn't make it, but they did that to themselves. If you look at who were the best teams last year, and then looked at how they performed this year, you'd be like, what happened? What has occurred? It's been 365, and I don't know. We're in the upside down. We're taking a Stranger Things season. We flipped that script.
Yeah,
Herbert just fumbled. Yeah, they're getting their ass kicked right now. That's true.
Wait,
but he is good. He is a good quarterback.
Did the Commanders finish with a 5-12 record? Wow. They suck, huh? Sheesh. I'm sure glad that's not my Chicago Bears record this year.
No, it was just their record like
5-12.
most other years.
Dear God, that sucks. Shooter, happy belated birthday. I didn't know your birthday had passed recently. Happy belated birthday, brother. And happy New Year to you as well. And happy New Year to everybody else, of course. All excuses now, huh, Slow-Mo? 21 injured starters. I wonder why they are so so jinxed and cursed.
Yeah.
Could it be their fan base? I
I mean, realistically, that's probably also why the Bears beat the Packers, because the Packers have like their whole starting lineup is injured. They were on for a minute there. They were on like QB3.
Listen, just because I haven't watched them in a long time doesn't mean I'm a fake Bears fan, Slow-Mo. And listen,
It's just
my
a
Bears
fair
are
weather
about
Bears
to make it to
fan.
the Super Bowl. We can't say the
I don't
same
know about
your
that.
Commanders.
They got to make it past the 49ers. That's going to be the toughest one for them.
I believe in them. I believe in the power of fingernail paint. Caleb,
They could do it. They could do it. But the problem with it is that the Bears have this whole season been like really shitty at shutting down the run game, and the 49ers have the best running back in the world. So,
Listen,
it's going to be rough.
If we could all give a quick happy birthday salute to my brother Shooter in the chat. He just turned 72 this past month before previously.
72? I would never have guessed that.
72 and still gaming and doing his thing. One of the most lovely people you'll meet in this gaming sphere. Just a great all-around gentleman. Happy birthday to you, Shooter. Happy belated birthday. And to many, many more. And may you play on until forever and infinity and beyond, my good brother.
You know I'm going to be out here playing my video games until I'm 120.
I plan on doing it. I know
they'll
people
be
well, you get too old to play. I'm going to play games until I can't play
and
more.
I'll be playing the same ones. It'll be the year 3000. I'm playing Mass Effect 2 again. They're like, sir?
Year 3000.
What a mood.
Yeah, I feel you. He says, Slow-Mo says, happy birthday, Shooter. At 72, you are more lucid than Umbra every day of the week. Hell, hey, listen. He's also more lucid and alive than the Commanders, who only went 5-12. They're out of the playoffs. Yeah, so their season is over with. And Shooter is still going strong. Ain't that something, Slow-Mo? Yeah, we're going to get out of here, fellas. You all know where you can find me, Infinite Umbra or Umbra Infinite. Either way, you'll find me on social media. As soon as I move over to Bluesky, I'm going to follow Crusader over there because maybe just Twitter just to post like, hey, we're going live. Maybe that's it. And maybe for our, our news links. That's about it. But other than that, I don't. Yeah. I'm with you. I don't see the need anymore because it's just toxic over there, man. But as far as that, Soil Tech, when was your birthday? Happy birthday to our brother Soil Tech. When was your birthday, Soil Tech? I missed it. I'm sorry. I gotta send you something. Soil Tech gifted me a nice controller, by the way. It was 2 days ago. What? Oh, it was today. What was it? Wait, it was today? Happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday, my brother.
I'm thinking 2 days ago. You know, he said 2 day, MF. Happy birthday, brother. Yeah. Everybody wish Soil Tech a happy birthday if you can. Happy birthday, Soil Tech. Yay. One of the greatest gentlemen I had the pleasure to meet and befriend. And the great judge as well in our trial. Even though he was a little slightly biased toward the Australian. I don't know. No, seriously. No, happy birthday to both of you gentlemen. Absolutely. I got to send you something. Send both of you some type of gaming gift. Yes. Oh, I'm smoking. I want some. I am smoking. I'm just high off life, Gray. That's all. That's high off life, you know? Anyway, we have not met in real life yet, BT. I plan on, though, eventually heading out to L.A. I'm going to have Soil Tech adopt me into his family and just, move into the basement or something out there. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it works. But, yeah. Come by and check us out Thursday at 7 o'clock. Well, let me say 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock our time Central. Hope to see you guys there. Appreciate you all for coming by. Happy New Year. Let's have some good gaming. And, Suck it, Washington. Yeah. Later, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.